alt season is coming in October, alt season is going to come in September. I don't think that's happening yet. Let's see specifically why I don't think that's going to happen. Bitcoin's hit all-time high, Ethereum's hit all-time high. Why haven't we had the alt season yet? So what I'm going to go over in this video is using the ICT strategy, specifically where I'm looking to buy most of my spot buys, at what time I'm going to be buying, and what altcoins I'll be buying as well. Let's start off with the total market cap chart. First, looking on the monthly time frame, what we can see is this dealing range down here, which is marked in red. So we're working within this dealing range. Look at this dealing range here. When we had a high, a swing high here, what happens afterwards? We've had the next push up. We have this swing high here. We've taken out this liquidity. What's going to happen afterwards? We're going to get pushed back down. Everyone thinks right now alt season is coming in October. Alt season is going to come in September. I don't think that's happening yet. Let's see specifically why I don't think that's going to happen. So looking at the current dealing range between here and here, let's go on the weekly time frame first. What we can see is price has been ranging, building liquidity on both sides since July. We've had this major range. And usually what do we want to see when we have a range? So what we can see is we did sweep some form of liquidity in August. We swept liquidity, we came straight back down. So imagine this, we've got this range down here. Okay, we've had a sweep of liquidity, we've come right back in. When we sweep liquidity, we expect price to come back in and take out some form of liquidity from below. And then that's when we'll get the move up. Right now, we're currently at the phase where we've swept liquidity down here. We've had a move down, but we've got liquidity resting below, which we haven't swept into yet. So that's what I want to see. I want to see price action get in at least 3.55 to 3.45. This is one of the key regions I'm looking at on the total market cap chart. We've got this fair value gap here. On the daily time frame, we've got liquidity. We've got this liquidity resting below, literally at the beginning of this fair value gap. So this is where I want to see price to go. However, there's a couple of things to caveat before we get there. Number one is we've got these liquidation areas, which I'm expecting price to target first to grab liquidity. Once we take this liquidity out, I'm expecting that bigger move down. That's exactly what I can see right now. One other thing that I can see right now is this area here. So usually what we see is a rejection of this 61.8 level. So this is an OTE level. I would want it to see price to get in a bit deeper into this level. On the 4-hour time frame, you can see this is all low resistance highs that have been created. Down here, down here, down here. These are all, and that's a double top there. So these are all low resistance highs. I want to see price come up, come back, tap into this key region here. We're looking at around 4 trillion to 4.1 trillion. And that's when we'll get the bigger move down. So let's see how that looks like on the BTC chart and also on our alts. So on BTC, what we can see right now is something very similar. We've been ranging. We've had that sweep of liquidity down here. Bitcoin hit all-time high at around 124,500 and we came straight back down. We've swept liquidity down here as well. On the daily time frame, what we can see is a break of market structure, and that's a key thing to look into. Once we have the break of market structure, what do we normally expect? This is essentially a trend change on the daily time frame, i.e. we are now moving bearish on BTC. That's what I'm expecting. However, we have liquidity. We have liquidations at 105k, we have liquidations at 114 to 115k, and we have major liquidations at 119 to 120k. So what I can see on BTC is there's two options. Option number one is we continue going lower and grab the liquidity down here first, taking out these lows down here of around 105k. Once we take out that liquidity, we come back in and grab the liquidity of around 114k from here. So these are the liquidation areas that I'm looking at. And then we continue going higher, grabbing the major liquidity of 119 to 120k. When price reaches that level, I am expecting a deeper move on BTC to the downside. Paired with the total market cap chart, when total market cap reaches the area that we were expecting down here of 4 trillion to 4 point, let's call it 4.5, 4.6 trillion, I'm expecting that bigger move down to 3.5 to 3.45 trillion. So that move down could be BTC hitting 100K. What I want to see when we get that move is the alts die. I expect the alts to move aggressively to the downside. And this is why it's very important to pay attention to where we are in the market right now, and to pay specifically attention to the alts, because as BTC moves down, as we get the total market cap moving down, we want to look at the alts. So if you remember the video that I shared with you guys about how to 10x on alts and the strategy that I'm using to make millions, I'll link it below. I would highly recommend that you watch that video, because in that video, I show you exactly what I look at to 10x my capital on alts. What we want to see is the alts when they move down, when we see BTC move down, when we see the total market cap move down, we want to see some of the alts get to the all-time low. So one of the coins that I can show you guys is Algo. If we just look at Algo right now and see where we are on the monthly time frame, the all-time low is situated at around 0.07. We're currently at 0.23. We are not far away from the all-time low. When we get that move down on the total market cap chart, this could be the move to near enough the all-time low. What I would do is, as we move down on the total market cap chart, as we move down on BTC, on Ethereum, I'm expecting this to come down. And when this comes down to at least around 0.2, that's your buy signal. What I'll do is I will dollar cost average on the way down right now, and I will continue dollar cost averaging and maximize my position at around 0.1 to 0.5. That's where I am looking, these key regions. This is where most of the liquidations are. I'll be spot buying, and you can also leverage trade. That's probably one of the major alts that I'm looking at to put most of my investments in. I do have other coins that I'm investing heavily in. If you want to know, please let me know in the comments below, and I will mention the coins that I'm currently buying. If you enjoy videos like this, I trade crypto using the ICT strategy. So if you like these type of videos, please let me know. Please subscribe, please share, please like, and please comment.